What the flip is going on, Soul Family? I am so happy to be back. It's your girl, Maddie, good Gemini, 444, back with a full moon in Aries reading. It's a super moon, okay? Do we know what that really means? Honestly, not 100%. Any of my more astro prone girlies or guys, please write that in the comments if you know of like why this is called a supermoon. To me, the energy just feels super amplified and intensified. Definitely about release. It's interesting because I pulled out this deck, I haven't used it in a little bit, and I cut to fall full moon. So, culmination of effort, completion, abundance, fulfillment, release. Release is a big energy that comes up obviously with full moons. Fruits of your labor, focus on your needs, harvest, and moving on. Yes, the time has come. So, the time has come for release, for harvest, for new, right? The sign that's next to release, I believe, is Scorpio. Fall energy is Libra, Scorpio, Sag. In the tarot, that card is best represent the card that best represents that energy is the Page of Cups. Ooh, what is that big hair? Okay, try to make it even. I don't know. My freaking my hair's crazy. We already know. We already know she's Hermione in the flesh. Okay. Anyway, back to what's at hand. Let's circle back real quick. Also, sorry, a little all over the place. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. We just chill, we hang, we vibe, and we read here. We want to see what spirit has for you right now. What is this full moon illuminating? Definitely emotions are heightened. Psychic awareness could be heightened for a lot of people. Um, Emotional processing, also emotional confusion, because that intensity of the moon can definitely confuse things. The moon represents illusion, dreams, the subconscious, things that are coming to light that were in the dark. This morning, the collective energy message was about shadow work with the dark night of the soul. So, if you feel like things have been in the dark or have been difficult, the light is coming. What song is that? The light is coming. Is that an Ariana Grande song? Um, okay, let's keep going. Let's get going. All right. So, I keep forgetting to say my intro. My bad. If you're new, subscribe, comment, like, share. Welcome. Like I said, we just hang out, we read here, and I'd love to have you. Just trying to build my YouTube community more as I am moving into more long form readings versus short form. As an example, like TikTok or Instagram short readings, I'm more so wanting to do these long readings because my preferred, method of reading is doing one-on-one readings. If you would like to book one with me, with that being said, my Calendly link is in the bio. But for now, let's do collective reading for this full moon. Take what resonates and leave what does not. This is a collective message, so make sure that you feel aligned with this message, you feel aligned with my energy, and if you do, let's dive right in. But not every message is going to be for you. It's collective. So use your intuition. Always use your discernment. I want to talk, but I'm scared. Fuck. So this moon could be illuminating that. I'm feeling like a lot of people that just rolled off the tongue. A lot of people want to talk to you, but they're too scared. So if you're feeling like certain people just aren't talking to you or they don't want to talk to you, no, they're scared of you. Yeah, that's something spirit wants you to know. That's what's being illuminated is or being released as well, is like releasing the concept of always taking it as a rejection when somebody is ignoring you or chooses to walk away or is distant. I feel like a lot of the time your energy, a lot of mirroring numbers were coming up today. So the mirroring under this full moon could be intense, and just know it doesn't really have to do with them rejecting you. It might be they are intimidated by you. I'm so fucking terrified. I fucked up. Wow. So I'm too scared. I'm so fucking terrified. I fucked up. Oh my. Wow. Okay, well, The moon can represent fear. So there's fear coming up in the collective. What are we afraid of? We want to release this fear. This could be, I feel like this is also people in your energy that they feel like they fucked up with you. I feel like this full moon is like a really big culmination of you moving in a different direction. Um, Whether that be walking away from a situation, closing out something that was pending for a long time. Um, I'm just really getting like this is a new direction and it's solidified. Under that fall full moon, we had Cancer. Cancer could be significant. You could be a Cancer or Cancer season. There was something significant over the summer, but Cancer is connected to the moon. It's connected to the High Priestess with that, mysterious, beyond the veil, psychic intuition energy, the unknown, what we can't see, what we feel, right? So maybe you're feeling this person in your energy. I feel like for a lot of people, you're being cloaked from this energy. Wow, okay, so above the crossroads, that's why I pulled this. We had child, beginnings, brand new, like I said. Yeah, this is a new beginning that you chose. Ladybugs could be significant. Um, let's pull a couple more of these, and then we'll get into the oracle and the tarot. But so far, so collective, are you terrified? Are you scared to talk to somebody? Maybe you're scared that you choosing something new is fucking up. I don't know. Only ignorant people are deadly serious. So this is Capricorn devil energy, where the devil tricks us into thinking that like things are solidified only in the 3D and we take things too seriously, and part of the lesson of the devil is to remember to have fun. Don't take things too seriously. Peace in the pause. So if you feel terrified, if you feel like you fucked up, if you feel like you did something wrong, Spirit wants you to find peace in the present moment, in pausing, in meditation, in breathing. You might be taking something too seriously, and Spirit wants you to loosen your grip a little bit on it. It's going to be okay. Or whatever this is. 777, luck is a mindset. So Spirit wants you to shift your mindset. So don't be scared. Assume that it's going to go your way, right? Okay, I just pulled out a couple here. So IT, technology, somebody could work in IT or tech. Too little, too late. So maybe somebody feels like something is too little, too late to fix. There, co-creating with Spirit. Yeah, this is really like the creation of a new life, um, a new pathway, new ways of thinking. I feel like you're moving away from this fear, moving away from this pattern of maybe repeating a cycle with someone that you know is bad for you, or repeating a cycle or going back to something that wasn't working out for you before. Ooh, let's put the candle there. Sudden switch up. Okay? And I hope you think of me too. Yeah, someone is definitely thinking of you from the past. Maybe you're thinking of someone in the past and hoping that they're thinking of you. But, interesting. Let me get one or two more from here. You can start over or change your mind at any time. You're on a lot of people's minds right now. I'm telling you, yeah. Like I said in the beginning, a lot of people want to talk to you. You're on a lot of people's minds. Deny, deny, deny. All I can do is lie. I can't look at myself. That is why. Like I said, it's not you. It's the fact that these people can't look at themselves and you force these people to look at themselves. No fucking way. I can't make this shit up. I just cut the deck to I want to talk to you. Wow. Somebody really wants to talk to you. I'm respecting your boundaries, but I don't want to. Okay, so this is a confirmation for someone that if you feel like it's like it's too little too late, but you still want this person to talk to you, or like you would hope they reach out to you to try to fix something or apologize. Um, but in general, there's a lot. The moon can talk about fear and illusion. 10-10, as I said that, we're releasing fear. Releasing fear. Tens are all about the completion of a cycle. It's the overflow of energy. There's so much of that energy we have to start over. There's too much. It can't be contained anymore. So it's overflowing, right? If we are overflowing with fear, what happens is we crash out, we hit a bottom, and then we have to start over and we start thinking more positively because we can't think that way anymore. So it's like this is really giving like something ended or something didn't work so that something new could be created. But there is a lot of people or a particular person, I feel like it's multiple people that want to talk to you. They want to talk to you, but they're too scared, they're terrified. Or this could be you. There could be multiple people you want to talk to. But too little too late being there. Co-creating with spirit, deny. You know what? I'm actually, yes, 10 of wands. Holding on to too much. What do we need to release? What do we not need to bring into the future? What does not fit into our most desired timeline? Your inner child needs you more than ever right now. I'm just going to pull 3 cards that are going to be more for what do we need to release, because I felt like those were just more so channel messages about someone else for most of you. This one's important. Sports. Okay. You could work in sports. You could play sports. Sports could be something like a pastime for you, or accountant. Sports accountant. Interesting. Starseed energy. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Let me reset. I get a little crazy sometimes. So, with that terrified energy, we want to release fear. We want to release... I feel like a lot of that, too, is like releasing the desire to reach or chase something that's outside of us. That's what keeps us scared, is because we're like anticipating needing something to fulfill us. That's an illusion, right? Racing against time does not produce quality results. Okay, so we want to release racing and going fast, going too quickly, trying to do something before it's divine timing. So trust in divine timing if something hasn't happened yet. Sickness. Okay, so releasing sickness, I feel like when it talks about sickness, that's like releasing any lower vibrational energies that aren't working for you anymore in your life. The divine detour was necessary. So any sort of blockages or roadblocks, what's the main release here for the full moon? Sales, someone could be in sales. So I'm going to take those from before. Sports, sales, accountant. You could be in one of those. Your inner teenager is asking for help. Okay. So your inner child or inner teenager is asking for help during this full moon with this release, particularly age 13, 14, or 15. Hot mess, chaos, all of it. So releasing any chaos, all of the stuff that creates chaos in your life, we're dumping, we're leaving. Liminal space, yeah, you've been in a liminal space. I definitely feel that with this period of whatever this was before, what we're releasing, and we're like creating this new pathway. It's opening up your future self and programming. Oh, I love the cards that came out. Let's get one more. Designer. Nothing and no one can ever replace you. You're too highly valued. You see the truth and they do not like that. What did I say? So that's a main message of this full moon, is just know that you're not, like, a lot of the time you're not being rejected or you're not being it's not about you. It's the fact that you're so powerful. You are forcing these people to look at something or parts of themselves that they either want to ignore, don't want to fix, um, or they're just not ready to face, right? Um, yeah, the moon brings illusion though. So I feel like maybe part of the illusion is like feeling like you're not going to move on from this, feeling like you're kind of stuck in like a lower vibrational energy again. We're wanting to heal, this kind of fucked up way that a lot of us think that negative feelings or shadow feelings are bad. They suck to feel, but they're not bad, they're normal and they're necessary. I was journaling that this morning about how like emotion, it's like energy in motion. We have to move it. Wow, with all tied up with the hangman not moving, sometimes we have to surrender, but we can move emotion in this place of surrender. We have to surrender to the emotion, period. This is Pisces Neptunian energy, subconscious energy, more watery energy. Okay, Spirit, please clarify your inner teenager asking for help from your future self. So this is under racing against time does not produce quality results. So what about this do we need more information on, Spirit? Please clarify. Thank you. They gave us two cards. Six of Swords, moving forward, and Nine of Wands. Okay, you could be born on the 6th or the 16th or the 9th. You don't have to be. You could be born September 6th, June 9th. You don't have to. But anyway, particularly you see how they're rowing forward. This is all about like balance of the mind, refuge of the mind after a very difficult period. We pulled the Five of Swords this morning. So your inner teenager has a lot of shame. Your inner teenager holds a lot of negative thinking, and fear, rightfully so. You went through a lot during that time, most likely. It could be the age 16. I said 13, 14, 15, but just like in that age range, any teen year, honestly, there's some sort of refuge that this inner teenager needs, because when we look at the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Okay, he's been through shit. He has walls up. He's scared. This is about like subconscious wounding. This could be about like sexual wounding. This could be about some sort of blockage that we have about moving forward, towards our passions, towards what excites us, towards new relationships in that sense. I'm getting the racing against time though. It's really saying like there's nothing you have to be afraid of. Like you're not going to lose out on anything. The only thing you're going to lose out on is your present if you keep focusing on what you lost or what you're desiring instead of the present. So we have here sickness, hot mess, chaos, and programming. So yeah, there's part of you were programmed as a kid or particularly in your teenage years to be in chaos. Particularly this could mean physical sickness, it could be mental sickness. That's been coming up a lot today. The song Logic, that 1-800 song, I feel like a lot of people could be really struggling with mental issues right now as well that resonate with this message. But just in general, this is part of that old programming of being like stuck in the chaos, being stuck in the negativity. It's programming. It's not you. It's just your mind. You are not your mind. Yeah, Three of Wands. Taking a different perspective, seeing your ships come in. Like, this is a shift in your life. You are really starting to see things differently. I think you're going to start experiencing things differently. A new existence, a new reality is forming. New relationships. 1919 when I said that as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Happiness. Someone that reflects positive aspects of you, not negative. And the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Wow. The Ten of Swords is ironically one of my favorite cards because it's really all about like there's nowhere to go but up. It's like we can't get any lower than this, and see the clouds are lifting. this is an ending, there has to be a beginning. We always go through cycles. So the divine detour, liminal space, this space of like confusion, or this space of change, it kind of can feel like a purgatory at times. um you're being moved by spirit. This is for a reason. um and just know and remember, we want to release in this full moon. They're bringing up any like negative thoughts that have to, oh my god, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, any thoughts around your value. No one can replace you. You're too highly valued, okay? You have so much to give. You have like, you're an investment. You have to start seeing yourself that way. And I feel like that's part of what this is. It's like maybe you are in a cycle, or stuck in a cycle, where you were programmed to think that you had to race, you were only deserving of chaos, that you weren't ever going to actually get to peace, just always kind of in survival mode, running away. Military or armed forces could be significant. Celibate and secretly obsessed. Okay, this could be many things. I feel like if you are celibate, the longer you stay celibate, 2112, more mirror numbers. The longer you stay celibate, the more attractive you become. More people are secretly obsessed with you. You could also be celibate and like be secretly obsessed with someone if you're, horny. Half glass, half empty. And mirror, mirror, that's why we fear her. There's nothing wrong with feeling pain. Like I'm saying, there's something really about people get very intimidated by you. It has nothing to do with you personally. It does, but it's in the way of like, don't look at it as a bad thing, like they're rejecting you. People are, maybe they will react in an ego type of way to try to keep you small, but it's because they know that you're stronger than them in some way, or you trigger something within a particular person, or I'm saying it's a lot of people. You trigger a lot of people's egos, and you might be like, I didn't do anything, or like, why do people, not stick around, or what happened with that? Yeah, heart chakra. Christ consciousness. You're a healer, and I saw the starseed energy earlier. You're somebody that's meant to work with other people and give people healing, or give people things that will heal them in some way. You're supposed to share your gifts. And blossoming abundance. Wow. So yeah, what did it say on that? We'll circle back to, this is the most important. Culmination of effort, fall full moon. Culmination of effort. Oh, let me repeat that. 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Fall full moon. Culmination of effort, completion, abundance, fulfillment, release, fruits of your labor, focus on your needs, harvest, moving on. Yes, the time has come. And we have blossoming abundance, victory right under that. Goddess of the moon, the world. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some sort of completion and like a full circle moment that's happening with this full moon for a lot of people. It's almost like maybe if you've been in this liminal space, you're going to see after this full moon, it's activating this in the 3D for the first time. You've been at 2, 3, 4, 5, confirmation. You are about to hit this. It's going to reflect in your 3D reality, the mirroring, right? You're gaining clarity around this person or situation. What does this say? Minor? Not like a minor being young, but like a minor in a mine. Somebody could work in mines. Twin flame energy. Earth angel walking amongst lost souls. Yeah, like you are an earth angel. Starseed energy. That was the one that I saw earlier. Like you're someone that is here to raise the collective consciousness. Okay, I'm going to pull out the Starseed Oracle, and then let's get one more from this Oracle deck, and then we'll close out. My readings were getting really long on here, so I don't want them to be like too long. I want to just make more Uh, I've also just been busy, but anyway. Milky Way, networking, marketing, internet, fame, expanding spotlight, innumerable social media, publicity, connected, and exposure. So maybe this is something you've been trying to network or market yourself through the internet, through like some sort of like marketing or connection or publicity, and it's working. It's the blossoming abundance and victory is coming with that. We have whip, arguments, anger, painful tension, fighting, repetitive. I feel like this is part of that, is like this is part of the release, or you might be feeling a lot of anger or tension right now, but this is coming up because it's wanting to be released. Okay, it's not a bad thing. We have anchor, stable, enduring, solid, steady, restrained, secure, persevere, willpower, long lasting, persisting, advantage, fortitude. I got immediately, wow, and we have coffin at the bottom, so this is endings. So yeah, it's like whatever left your life, and whatever has left your life up until this point, it was meant to. And it's not to say that like maybe something will return in the future, but like I'm getting for a majority of this, and a lot of this is like in regards to people or mindsets, they're asking to be released. They're asking to be released. But you have persevered. You are becoming more stable. Your energy is locking in. It's anchoring, right? So you've been feeling like you've been like floating and confused and in this weird changing liminal space, trying to find your footing, like in this transitionary period. And now you're moving into stability. We love that. So what does the starseed deck want to say, Spirit? These star seeds, what do they need to hear? Woo! Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So past lives, inner teenager, your future self, you are connected to multiple dimensions and versions of yourself. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Wow, yeah. This full moon is really activating your psychic gifts. It's activating who you've been working towards being, and it is being born. It's becoming embodied in the 3D. I feel like I need to pull out this Alice in Wonderland oracle. A lot about your watery energy, your emotional body, your emotional container, your intuition, your psychic gifts. A lot of psychic gifts activating, and people, starting to share that or starting to understand that. I'm getting like a lot of heart chakra activation and healing. And this is through like forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, letting go of the past. But mainly forgiving yourself. That's a big thing about what shadow work is being able to forgive yourself. You're no longer in that place of trauma or those past childhood programs. Like, you can change that now. You are not your mind. You can't go back to yesterday, be in the present. Wow. There's also like, I think this is a harpy eagle. Or I think this is a falcon. Is this a falcon or an eagle? It has ears. This isn't an eagle. Is that a falcon? What is the one that has ears? I think we have to look it up. Clock time, pressure, in a rush. No fucking way. Dude, that's crazy. 44 and 14. Age is 13 or 14. Very significant here. Mortality, life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. So yeah, Spirit is like, you're rushing against the clock. It's like, Spirit's like, what are you rushing for? All of this fear is manufactured. It's not real. It's not actually happening. Like, yes, there are scary, like, I'm not going to be bypassing the fact that we have a lot of scary shit happening in our world right now. But Spirit is saying, like, you can't go back to yesterday. You can't control tomorrow. Be in the present. And something about time is really important. Time, pressure, and in a rush. That was the first card we pulled out from the channeled messages at the beginning of this reading, is racing against time. And time is in quotations because time doesn't really exist if we want to get real about it. racing against time does not produce quality results for you because you're rushing. Yeah, the same card we got in the collective reading on Instagram today, Dark Night of the Soul. You've been going through a deep transformation and you're coming out into the light. I'm getting also with those 19s showing up. I'm getting much, that's the Sun card. It's like freedom at last, getting to the light, finally understanding why, or understanding why this is happening. Stories we tell ourselves, are you narrating your life through a lens of limitation or empowerment? I love that. So let's get one more. Emotional repression. So a lot of deep emotions could be coming to the surface. Healing takes time. Progress is not always linear. Trust that even setbacks are part of the process. So like I said, those blockages or those, diversions, healing takes time. Acknowledge your wounds. Allow your pain to process. We can't repress pain. When we repress pain, it just intensifies it and it starts subconsciously controlling us and bleeding out in other ways, and starts to control us without us even realizing, because subconscious is not conscious. We're not conscious of it. But like it says here, your inner authority, your intuition, Spirit wants you to connect with your intuition through meditation, through prayer, through any sort of like spiritual connection that you do to connect with your gifts or to connect with spirit or source in that way. Okay, let's get a final card of advice. You know what? I'm going to do an Archangel Michael prayer because I feel like all this fear coming up, y'all need a prayer from good old Michael. So there's a lot of fear in the collective, a lot of anxiety. Everything is going to be okay. Just, you have to trust. We can't control the outcome. How can we focus on what we can control? We are releasing programming specifically from the inner teenager. This, for a lot of us, is particularly fear, shame, and like the inability to have compassion for ourselves. You and your loved ones are safe. You created this situation and you have the power to change it. Wow, this is beautiful. So you and your loved ones are safe. Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones, and say their names. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a happy life. So I love that. A healthful, happy life. And then we had sickness that came up. So if you've been having trouble with sickness, I think maybe a lot of this could be manifesting from the fear, from the chaos, from like all of these situations that it's not to victim blame you or to blame you, but we've chosen or we've gotten ourselves wrapped up in it, but we can choose differently now. That's all that matters. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. And this is the Archangel Michael prayer. You have created the situation and you have the power to change it. And he's like a painter here with a unicorn. So you could be an artist. You could be someone that he's asking you or telling you that this situation that you want to change, you have more power than you realize to, morph it or, create what you want. We got that co-creating with spirit card. Have confidence is right under this. Like, have confidence. How can we make our confidence and our faith louder than our fear? I pray that every morning. Spirit, please make my faith louder than my fear. And any burdens that you're...
Sorry, I don't understand.
Whoa. Siri's been doing that all the time to me. Anything that you don't understand or you don't need to carry forward, anything that you don't understand, Spirit will take it if you give it to them and ask them. So, okay. What's the piece of advice? And then we'll close out. What advice does the collective need? Thank you, Spirit. Fell all the way to the floor. What else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limited beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? I love this. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that's ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? I love this. And that was like very much that Three of Wands that we got. This is like that new perspective, the higher ground, seeing things taking form. Things are shifting in your life. And things shift in your life when you can decide to take that higher view, that higher perspective. And are you communicating your needs? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? That was the card under here. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot about fear. Those first three cards, terrified, scared. I'm scared to, maybe like it's not even being scared to talk to somebody, it's scared to just use your voice. Maybe there's like a throat chakra blockage there that you have to work on. Let's see. So spirit speaks through signs, synchronicities, with symbols, words, music, numbers. So when you see one of these things and they repeat and you're aligned with them, those synchronicities are a confirmation of you being on your path, you being in alignment with spirit. It's kind of like a wink from the universe that they're saying, keep the faith and we're here with you. Okay, so we have the letters N and Z. New Zealand could be significant for someone, or you will see something about New Zealand. We have daisies. We have butterflies. We have a crown or a white crown. We have red roses. Beauty and the Beast, that kind of reminds me of. We have a black smiley face, or just seeing like a smiley face sticker. The black smiley face kind of reminds me of feeling depressed, but like you've been keeping a smile on. We have the number 1. You could be a life path number 1 or be born on the 1st. Another daisy, so you could be seeing a lot of daisies. And then we have this little red rocking horse. Particularly with the rocking horse, it kind of reminds me of that liminal space of like, whoa, back and forth, back and forth. You've been feeling like you've been rocking in this, again, it's like a purgatory type of vibe when we're in a liminal space. We have the letter M. We have the number 9. So yeah, 19, there's something. Maybe Adele, the album 19 could be significant, or just the number 19. You could be born on the 19th. Born in January, born in September. We have a white cat, or just cats in general. We have a dog paw, so you could have a white dog or a white cat. We have a green star. To me, this is saying there was, that victory. I feel like you will be gaining abundance in your 3D life, or being recognized financially. And then we have a black flower. Okay, also just pulled out the amethyst, so that's about intuition. So pay attention to your thoughts at this time. And we have a cloud. So yeah, your mind, spirit really wants you to clear your mind. Another butterfly. So butterflies could be really significant. You could be seeing yellow butterflies particularly. But yeah, I hope that resonates for you. 3838 on the timer, which breaks down to 1111. Your wishes are coming true. This moon, spirit really wants you to release any sort of limiting belief system, shame, anything that you don't need to carry forward with you, old version of yourself. Just anything that feels like it's chaotic or weighing you down. You intuitively know what these things are, and Spirit's wanting you to step into and embrace this new version of yourself that's been cooking and percolating in this purgatory, in this liminal space. The next 6 to 9 months are going to be, I just cut to Pisces. Trust divine timing too. This is like a very intuitive time. The winter, I just keep getting that, and I'm probably going to make a separate video for this, but I have been getting downloads that there is a lot a lot of divine unions in a particular collective that are going to be happening this winter of 2026. Okay. So I think I'm going to make a separate message about that because it's deep and we know we love the love readings. But I hope this resonated. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, stick around, subscribe on Instagram, subscribe on TikTok if you want. All of the support means a lot. Link to book below. I love you guys so much. Bye. Happy full moon.